This is Tezcatlipoca from Diametric Brewing Company. It's time for the opening crack, the sideshow to the D&D show we normally do, where we taste and rank some beer. And tonight, we had the beer handoff pre-crack executed flawlessly between Ross and Brett.
It was a close one.
I always forget that I can't do the cracks because I'm also running the sound, so it really doesn't work, but someday I'll figure it out.
Excuses.
It's fine.
More hands.
Yep.
Got David here with us again tonight, and we are drinking what we believe is called the Tezcatlipoca. You just say it with confidence, right?
Yep. I believe you.
This is brewed by Diametric Brewing Company out of Lee's Summit, Missouri. And what are our first thoughts?
It's dark. This might be the darkest beer we've had.
I think that's fair to say.
This is an Imperial Stout,
Yep.
which
Spiced Imperial Stout.
I remember the day that I first had an Imperial Stout. Have you ever had an Old Rasputin?
No.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that was one of the first craft beers that I've ever had. It's an Imperial Stout, so it's dark, high alcohol content, just incredibly smooth, and this is like that.
Ooh. This is a nostalgic one.
It's really smooth, and I get the taste, and I get a sort of a hit sweetness in it as well, and then the aftertaste for me is a smoky kind of a flavor as well, but it's just all blended together really well.
Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. Sorry. Had to get that
this
in.
one packs a punch, though. 12%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Alcohol is very prominent. I think this is one of the only beers we've tried so far that seems to stick to the walls of the glass that you're drinking it out of.
Do you feel like it tastes boozy, though? I don't really think
No.
it did.
No, if you get up in the 9-10%, you get an alcohol
Yeah.
wang to it.
Mhm.
This doesn't have that.
I agree. I
The
didn't
flavor
really notice that.
overpowers that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They describe it, so the description from the can says, this ale inspired by the Mesoamerican chocolate drink, chocolatl. Tezcatlipoca translates in Nahuatl to smoking mirror the god of divining. Look deep into the obsidian opaqueness and take in the flavors of chocolate, cinnamon, vanilla, mulatto chili, and chili de arbos.
Yeah. I don't really know what those chilies taste like, so I can't really pick them out of there necessarily. But all that, chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon, yeah, that's.
I get those too.
Mhm.
I think, at least from my experience, I've made birria tacos several times, and you use chili de arbos in that as part of the sauce, and you steep them and blend them up. There's some smokiness in those peppers, and I think I get a little smokiness in this, but it's not like pepper flavor or spice to me. So,
Yeah, the pepper the smokiness is very prominent, along with the chocolatiness.
Yeah, but I don't experience any of those flavors as being overwhelming.
I would agree.
No,
they do jive together really well. The mouthfeel to me almost feels like hot chocolate. It's slightly thick,
A little,
chocolate notes in there.
yeah, a little creamy kind of.
Creamy, yeah, that's
Yeah.
much better. Not thick, but yeah, creamy is a good way to put it.
It still settles, even after you have swallowed the drink, you can still kind of feel it settle across your
Yep.
palate.
Coat your mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a good mouthfeel to it. I
Yeah,
was trying to decide. I love this can, and I don't know what sort of a figure or what they have depicted on the can, but I assume it's Mesoamerican symbolism or of some sort, a
yeah,
caricature.
Yep.
That's pretty cool too.
it's a sort of a figure carrying some
Do you suppose they're
couple of different flowers. It seems.
A
It's got,
bowl of cocoa beans on its.
Yeah, I would assume cocoa
it's got a
beans.
leopard's tail.
Oh yeah.
Of
Yeah,
some
sugar
sort.
cane in its hand.
Mm-hmm.
A skull on its foot.
Skull on its foot. Yep, I was just looking at that. Too.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll
Yeah,
say.
it's the sort of thing that I would kind of like to learn more about this.
Exactly.
Agreed. Yeah,
We'll say I think it's pretty sweet.
it's quite sweet. Yeah, well, maybe not quite, but it very prominent.
Oh yes, it's sweet.
I
for
would
sure.
say it's very sweet.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Gotta drive that ABV up somehow.
Yep.
Yeah. This is.
Yeast was eating well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And maybe for me, that's what really drives home the hot chocolate. It's like that, it's like mouthfeel, the lingering sweetness that's there. It's like it's all those things together, which kind of makes sense because like hot chocolate originated in Mesoamerica.
Well,
So-
I'm wondering if that's what this chocolatl drink is. I've never had
Oh,
it.
sure, yeah.
But I'm assuming that
Yeah.
maybe it's something like that.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. Now that you
Yeah, it's
say that.
basically like a hot chocolate with Bailey's in it that's cooled down.
It's a very interesting take, but sure. Yep.
It's like a common like morning after the bonfire drink.
All right, let's bring it back into the realm of D&D a little bit here. What pub would you maybe find this in? And if you renamed it, what'd you name this beer?
I can go
Yeah,
first
take it, Damon.
because I didn't try very hard.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, so you can find this at a tavern called We Don't Mess Around.
Fair. Yep.
Sounds
All right.
welcoming.
And the name of the beverage is Damn That's Good. Holy crap. I couldn't get past that.
I love it.
That's as far as I got.
Sold.
Yeah, like I would absolutely order that beer for sure.
I envision that like you walk into this pub and you have like the beer board, right? And it's like the original name was just Damn That's Good, but then they had it and they like written in like red markers, Holy crap.
Holy crap.
Love it.
Sorry, I was taking another drink. Brett, what do you got?
This one does not have a name. This is just from Rorik. He's a dwarf that makes his own beer and sells it at the marketplace.
Sure.
Okay.
In the market, he just got it. Pops up at a little table, sells it from behind the
I like
table.
that.
Or small batch number 37.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dwarf.
Fair. I like that. You can find my beer at the Broken Blade Tavern, and this beer is called Tears of Tempest. Tempest is a god of war in Faerun, and legend had it that the first batch of this beer was brewed with the tears from Tempest himself that he shed after a battle that they fought with fiends and lost many men.
Oh, wow. Did they try retracing their steps
I don't know.
to find them?
To find the tears?
Because they lost many men, you said.
But
I feel like that's a funeral joke.
so where does all the sweetness come from? All these tears.
Great question. That was the first batch. It's evolved
Happy
over time.
tears.
Yeah, so how did they continue to make this beer?
It was the first batch, and now it's like
New
resembling that
It's
batch.
tied into the
Got it.
military
This is-
industrial complex.
This is the drink of soldiers, and they need the high alcohol content so they can forget what they're going out and fighting.
That's fair.
So
Well, you can find this beer at the Vale. Speak with Deatra, the barkeep, and she can serve you up a flagon of the Abyss.
dark, mysterious.
It felt like it.
Yep.
I like
Deatra is a shifter, so actually I feel like this would be an Eberron setting. Feels like that type
sure.
of fitting.
No.
I like it.
Why?
This is the favorite drink of the House of Aaron.
What?
It's from the Vale, you said.
Oh, not that Veil. Veil, not Vale.
This is Game of Thrones.
No,
This is a Game of Thrones podcast.
false. Could only find it at the wall.
Oh, that would keep him warm.
Oh man, yeah, it would.
All right, the other side of our D&D component in ranking beers is the challenge rating. So on a scale of 1, cream ales, domestic, lighter, easy, approachable, drinkable beers, 2, CR20, double IPAs, maybe something high IBUs, a little more challenging to drink, not for your average domestic beer drinker. Where do you guys put this? I'm interested to see where this one lands.
This is a 1.
Really?
Yeah, because we always have this conversation.
Yep, we always.
But,
Fair.
like, what is in here to put you off from it? The sweetness. I don't see a lot of people turning down sweetness. The cinnamon. I don't see a lot of people turning down cinnamon or chocolate or vanilla or a nice.
That it's dark.
Like the color is
Put in a solo cup.
like as long as it's not in a transparent glass, you're gonna be fine. To me, there is nothing offensive about this beer, or like that's really a challenge in any way. But that's just my interpretation.
I'm going to go slightly different. I'm going 18.
Oh my gosh! Seriously?
Yeah.
Why?
It is potent.
Yeah.
It's
That's the
12%.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hand this to somebody who's used to drinking 4% beers, like
Make sure you don't tell them.
light beers like Mick Ultra or something like that, and they go to try and drink one of these, they're going to be flat on their back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they'll get there easily.
Well, that's true.
They
Just
might be
order
able
one.
to drink it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it'll go down quick.
They can drink it, but it's just going to be like, oh, I don't think I can have another one of those.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I was thinking it was a 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
And I think for all the same reasons, like as somebody that's used to like lighter beers, this is not their thing. And I do agree with you that there's nothing off-putting about this beer at all. But if I'm walking up and I drink Mick Ultras or Coors or something like that, 12% dark beer, and then it does have pretty complex flavors. I mean, we all like craft beer, so it's for me personally, this is like 5 or 6. But to average Joe, to me, this is a 17.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I feel like I've got 3 different scores.
oh shit.
He found a loophole.
The first score is like, Phil, if he was going to drink this beer, I agree with Damon. This is like a 1. That's regular Phil. And then there's responsible Phil that's like, holy shit, this is a 12% beer. This should probably be like,
Hey, that's what I said.
probably like a 7, right? I should maybe approach with caution.
Sure.
And then if this was like Phil when he was 20, this is probably like a 20.
Sure.
Like what is this beer? Like, this is beer?
It's just chocolate. It's just a chocolate drink.
That
I mean,
is fair.
when we first poured it, we were like, motor oil?
I mean, it's
It's right.
dark.
It's dark.
And
Yes.
Really dark.
viscous and
Yeah.
it is delicious and I love it, but I think you'd have to be pretty convincing to get someone that is not into craft beer to probably try it even. And then if they did try it, it's flavorful, and if they're used to drinking something that kind of tastes like flavored water, that's quite a change.
It is. Yeah.
But those
So
are
they're
my,
coming from
so those are my
seltzers?
3 scores.
So what's your final score?
Yes.
So, yay or nay, you're saying yes.
I'm saying that if you don't drink the rest of that one sitting right there on the table, then I'm going to drink it.
I'll split it with you.
Okay, thanks, David.
It's not a problem.
Why? What do you say?
We have more pretzels, correct?
Maybe.
I need some more.
I will go find
So
it.
you're saying yay as
I'll
well?
be staying fairly late tonight.
It's fine.
you're saying-
There's
you're
a
saying
bed
yay?
right there.
Oh, this is a yay. I honestly, I would
go buy this.
I would punch someone in the throat to be able to make this beer.
You know what we're getting from Damon next.
That would be awesome.
This beer is so good.
That's a big take from David. All right, Ross, where are you coming?
I I do like it. It's probably a nay for me. It's like I'd have to be in the right mood to have this beer. So.
Now remember, the question is,
If someone
offered this to you,
Oh yeah,
would
it's
you
like
drink
that,
it?
That is
play by the rules, Ross.
that you established
yes.
in what may or may not have been the last episode.
Okay. Yeah, that's a yes. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
come
do
on.
like it
Here's
enough.
the real
that it's a
question.
You're
yes,
gonna try to
yes.
tell me you wouldn't have one of these.
Is there ever a beer someone would ever offer you that you would say no,
No,
to?
not at all. Okay. I'm gonna caveat that
guarded.
smallly. Am I drinking this beer with food? If I'm drinking it with food, I would say no, because it's like I don't like heavy beers when I'm eating food. Like if I'm eating like chicken strips, I want like a Coors Light because it just goes down easy to wash things down. If this is like I'm sitting around having beers with you guys, happily, if you put one of these in front of me, I would drink it again. So in that sense, yes, fine.
All right, polar opposite. If I'm eating food, like if I'm eating tacos, I want this beer.
Yeah.
Other than that, no.
Mole. Kind of like
Yeah,
mole.
like I would have this with some mole, but outside of that, I'm probably okay. I don't
Mhm.
too sweet, too much alcohol for me. Like not my thing.
Yeah.
I would give up dessert, and like this would be dessert for sure.
Oh, I would put a scoop of ice cream in this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We have like 4 beers that we want to do that with. That should be a special episode next season where we float those 4 beers.
I think
But
each one of those beers has been a nay for me.
Yeah. I mean, I could
Yeah,
definitely
I think
see
you're
this.
right.
I could definitely see this being like too sweet for a person, for sure. Like,
That's fair.
mhm.
It is really an unusual thing. Like if you're not used to like sweetness in your beers.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a craft beer thing. Like you're used to domestics, you're not getting that flavor in any beers that you're drinking. So
Or if you're an IPA drinker,
yeah.
this might be too
Polar
far different for me.
opposites. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once again, this is the Tezcatlipoca from Diametric Brewing Company out of Lee's Summit, Missouri. This was their Spiced Imperial Stout. You can find more about Diametric or their beers at diametricbrewing.com. That is going to do it for this episode. Stay tuned for more beer reviews in the future. You can check out our regular show, Bards and Barrels, anywhere podcasts can be found. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Threads at Bards and Barrels. Until next time, may your dice be hot and your beer be cold.